In recent months, various popular right-wing podcasts have been discussing five pillars, and myself personally, for various reasons. They've been bringing on the likes of Tommy Robinson and Majid Nawaz to talk about the work of five pillars and who I am as a person. Now, that's a good thing in the sense that clearly our work that we're doing is making an impact and is making the right people think and worry and be concerned. But what I would say to those who claim to be advocates and champions of free speech and journalism, if you want to talk about us and you want to find out more about us, come to the source directly and just ask us. And that is, of course, if you claim to champion the very values that you claim to do, and if it extends to Muslims that you disagree with, then shout me. You can ask me whatever you want directly. There's no point chitter-chattering and gossiping like little girls on with your cameras on when you can just get in touch directly.
They're now coming together, aren't they? They're now joining together. Yeah. They're now joining together. It's mad. You now see Nick Griffin sitting down with radical Dilly Hussain. They both want supremacy. He wants white supremacy. He wants Islamic supremacy. And here they are together they basically all coming together just because they hate Jews and everything's the Jews' fault. Yeah? That's what's brought them together now. But at this time.
And a lot of people in this country support that. In fact, there are some very popular podcasters in Britain who support that. People within the Five Pillars organisation, which you'll be familiar with, some of those people have travelled recently to Afghanistan and have interviewed senior members of the Taliban.
James, can I pause you there? Because there's people going to be listening whose ears are prick up, or they're going to go, what is a Five Pillars organisation? So for them, and for me, can you explain what it is?
The Five Pillars is an Islamic network in Britain that represents, I would say, the more extreme forms of Islam, and essentially like a pressure group and a media organisation.
The mad alliance that I've seen develop is they're in bed with the Muslims.
Really?
But yet they're all sort of like sitting down doing talks together. You see Nick Griffin sitting with Five Pillars. Five Pillars want a caliphate and Islamic domination. Nick Griffin hates everyone that's not white. But yet here they are coming together because they hate the Jews. They blame everything on the Jews. Mass immigration's the Jews, everything's that's their whole thing, which they hate me. I'm known as a Zionist.
I've been concerned about is their voices are the loudest. Yeah. And so I think this is added to the division because when most British non-Muslims probably don't have that many British Muslim friends, and the ones they do hear from are these types because they're going on Piers Morgan, Dilly Hussain, they're like, and we hear them, we go, oh my goodness. I mean, if I can go just to hammer the point of how worried I am about this. Yeah. Because, by the way, I thought you, the Quilliam lads, Haris Rafiq you've mentioned, and Ed Hussein were that great voice before COVID, and as you said, you've disbanded Quilliam.